question, two relations R and S with their FD sets are given, and we have to find which one of them is in BCNF. So here R is a relation on attributes A, B, C, D, E, and FD set for R is given as A derives BC, BC derives E, and E derives DA, and S is given with attributes. S is a relation on attributes A, B, C, D, E, and FD set for S is given as A gives BC, B gives E, and E derives DA. So these are the relations and FD sets and their FD sets. Let us find keys for these relation. So let us find closure of A plus. So here closure of A plus will give A derives BC. So BC will be there, and from BC we can get E. From E we can get DA. So here A is deriving all the attributes. So we can take A as a candidate key, and let us derive BC plus. So BC plus gives BCE. From E we can get DA. That means here from BC we can derive all the attributes. So we can take BC as a candidate key, and let us find closure of E plus. So here E plus gives, from E we can get DA, from A we can get BC, from BC we can get E. So from E we can derive all the attributes. So here E is also one of the key. So here key attribute is, here key attributes are A, B, C, E, and here there are no partial. If you see the FD set, in that FD set there are no partial dependencies and no transitive dependencies. Partial dependency is nothing but part of the key to a non-key. Here all the left side parts are candidate keys. So here A, B, C, and E. So these are all candidate keys. So we can say this satisfies, here R satisfies BCNF conditions. So R is in BCNF. Let us check with, yes, FDs for S is given as, so A gives BC, B gives E, and E gives DA. Let us find the candidate keys for this relation. So here if we find A plus, that means A closure, we will be deriving from A, we will be deriving BC, and from B we can get A plus gives A, B, C, from B we can get E, from E we can get DA. That means from A we can derive all the attributes. So here we can take A as one candidate key. Let us find B closure. So B closure gives, from BE, from E we can get DA, from A we can get BC. So here from B, from B we can derive all the attributes. So here we can take closure for, here we can take B as a candidate key. Let us find E closure also. So here if we find E closure, we will be getting, from E we can derive DA, from A we can get BC, from B we can get again E. So here E is deriving all the attributes A, B, C, D, E. So here we can take E also as a candidate key. So if we have observed the FD set, all the left parts are candidate keys. So here you can say this is also in BCNF. So here correct option is both S and R are in BCNF. So here C is the correct option.
The memory unit of a computer has 512 kilowords of 32 bits each. The computer has instruction format with 4 fields: an opcode field, a mode field to specify one of the 7 addressing modes, a register address field to specify one of 60 registers, and a memory address field if an instruction is 32 bits long, how large is the opcode field. So here the instruction size is given as 32 bits. In these 32 bits we are having 4 parts. One is opcode part, followed by the mode part to specify one of the 7 addressing modes, and other is the register code part to specify one among the 60 registers, and other one is, that is the last one, that is the memory address field. Already we know given with a memory size of 512 kilowords, 512k is nothing but is 2 power 19. If you want to identify one word, we require to have 19 address bits. So definitely out of these 32 bits, so 19 bits are reserved for memory address. And if you want to find out one register among 60 registers, we need to have 6 bits, because this 2 power 6 is 64. If you use 5 bit, we can have maximum 32 registers only. That is why we should have 60 bits, 6 bits, so that 2 power 6 becomes 64. We can use the bits from 000 000 to 111111. Only 60 are available. 60 of these addresses will be used. So that we require to have 6 bits for mentioning the register address. As there are 7 addressing modes, we used to have 3 bits for mentioning the address of the addressing mode. That means what type of addressing mode it is. Using 3 bits, we can have maximum 8 addressing modes. If we use 2 bits, we will have only 4. That is why definitely we use 3 bits for the mode field. So it will be 2 power 3. And then out of these 32 bits, 19 plus 6 plus 3 are over. So 25 plus 3, that is 28 bits are over. Then 32 minus 28, 4 bits are meant for the opcode field. Using 4 bits, we can maximum perform 2 power 4 different operations. This computer can perform 16 different operations, which uses the mode field and register code part and also the memory address. So option A is the right option. For opcode, we are required to have 4 bits.